Hello everybody, it is Christy. It is Friday, February 20th. It is 5:30 in the morning, and I just got home from my trip visiting Delaware yesterday. As you can hear, I have something. That was not the case yesterday when I was flying or, the days prior. I did have a runny nose yesterday, but I assumed it had to do with my allergies because of the weather. So, on the off chance, I did wear a mask, but obviously today I'm slightly horrified at the fact that I definitely have something and I definitely flew yesterday. So fingers crossed that I didn't get anybody sick. I am very anal and very serious about exposure and not going out when you're sick. So again, I'm pretty horrified at the fact that I am sick and I did fly yesterday, and I'm holding a lot of guilt right now for that. But there's nothing I can do. So let me talk briefly about my trip. I had a good time. It was very busy. It was very cold. And of course, I leave here where it had just snowed and all of that, but then it warmed up. It was 65 the day that I left here. And it has been in the 60s pretty much the whole time I've been gone. Back in Delaware, they had gotten a ton of snow, and it had only just started clearing the last few days that I was there. But theirs had a lot of ice, and so there were just mountains and mountains of piles all over. It was awesome to get to see all of my nephews. I have one sister with 2 and then one sister with 3. And of course, getting to see my sisters was probably my favorite part. Me and my middle sister especially are very close. And that's not to say me and my oldest sister don't get along or anything like that. It's just we're not as close. She moved out and, went to live at the beach when I was like 13 or so. So we, have lived separate lives for a very long time. But yeah, there's a lot of love there. And concern. I do wish that I was there to better support my sisters, but the reality is I live here in Missouri. So let's see. I weighed in yesterday when I got home at 213 point something. This morning I'm 214.8, and the reason it went up already is because I ate so much food yesterday. So let's see. My husband met me at the airport with flowers and a Snickers bar. We came home. I made sandwiches for lunch. And then I had tortilla chips. I had banana bread. I had my Snickers. I had some Girl Scout cookies. And then for dinner, we ordered pizza. So I had probably 4 pieces of pizza and a salad. And keep in mind, I'm usually sitting around 225. So I lost 15 pounds or something. No, 10 pounds in 10 days being home in Delaware. But here's what I want to talk about. I cannot function outside of my routine. It is so difficult for me. There were days where, so at the airport, I got one of these. It doesn't matter the brand, but a liter bottle. And that is what I drank when I was at home. I would just fill it with water and use a Crystal Light packet. Keep in mind, they, I think they recommend 1 packet to 16 ounces of water, and I'm putting this to 33.8 ounces, or 1 liter. So it was quite diluted. And then there were days where I wasn't drinking. There were days where I hardly ate. One day at the beach, we went out to breakfast at IHOP, and I didn't even get a very big breakfast, but that ended up, the leftovers were my dinner that night. And I hardly ate them. So it's very difficult for me to just, I can't explain it. Like, without my conveniences, without my routine, I was floundering. So it is not a true weight loss, as much as I would love to be like, yeah, I went home and no, it's because I wasn't eating and I wasn't drinking properly. But I did okay. Like, a liter bottle, at least 1 per day, is better than nothing. But yeah, I don't know. What else? Oh, the most important thing, waking up this morning. Waking up this morning, and I'm not finding it difficult at all to just fall back into my routine. Like I said, it's 5:30 in the morning, so I'm still waking up early. I fed the cats, I started doing my walking, and that's when I decided I should make a video about this, about this experience. Do I sound the best? No. Do I look the best? No. This is all raw here, and which made my lips super dry, so I was peeling them, and then I ripped my skin here. So I look lovely. I feel lovely. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm glad I'm home, because had I stayed another day, I would not have flown with this. There's no way. But yesterday, like I said, it really was just a runny nose that I thought was allergy related, because there was nobody else around me that was dealing with it. So yeah, it was a good trip. It was a long trip. 10 days is a very long time for me to be away from my husband and the cats. But I'm back home, and I'm just getting right back into it. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to get into today. Might be a nap in my future. But I hope all of you are doing well, and I will be catching up on videos that I missed over the last little while. I apologize, for my absence, especially, to the people that I comment and frequently watch, but 'twas not personal, 'twas not here. Yeah, I think that's it. I will talk to you all soon, and have a good one. Bye.